Welcome back to Joella's Garage. Today I'm going to continue working on the Boxster. What I need to do is get everything ready to mount that bumper. Before I put the bumper, I have to fix the spoiler. So that's what's coming up. Stay tuned. So like I said, I'm going to start working on this. First thing I'm going to do is get everything out of here, including possibly the carpet, because it's just going to kind of get in the way there when I'm trying to work. I got to take this whole mechanism off here. So I will take everything off. I will remove the spoiler, the whole entire thing. I'll put the other mechanism on, and then I'll start reinstalling the blade. There's some overspray and stuff here, so I'll probably clean this up and spray it flat black. I think over here too, yeah. Not that I would see it as I'm driving down the road, but still, you know, why not just take a little bit of spray paint, touch that up, make it look new. So that's what's going on. Let me first work on getting all this stuff out of here. That's the first thing that needs to happen. And I just had one of these eureka moments, you know what I mean, that we have every once in a while. Why not put the car up in the air, you know? There's a lift, there's the car. Being that I'm 6'5" almost, why am I gonna work hunched over? Bring the car up. Man, I'm so smart sometimes. Okay, so I'm just full of good ideas today. My other eureka moment was, why not put this little portable AC unit that I have here to see if it cools down a little bit? Because let me tell you, it is, you know, I don't think surface of the sun hot is hot enough to describe what's going on outside. So at least maybe with this little AC unit here, I can work a little more comfortably. All right, let's get to it. And now, with nothing in here, I can go ahead and start getting all these nuts out and stuff. There's a couple of Torx here, but I think just mainly with the 10s, I gotta get these guys off of here, take the what would be the lip off. Then there's two Allen bolts, one here and one here, that hold the rest of this thing in place to the cylinders. And once that is done, I should be able to just pull the whole thing up. So you can see the whole spoiler system is out and over here. So the mechanism here, which one is the broken? This one here. You can see that thing is just completely broken. So I'm gonna go to the blue car over there, maybe replace this one because I think this piece got a little tweaked. This one I'm gonna take outside and give it a little bit of spray paint. I'm gonna clean it up and spray paint it. Also these little end caps, because this one has white paint all over it. So let me go grab that middle piece that goes here on the outside. And one thing I wanted to show you guys, look at how this thing just got torn apart. I mean, look at this. That's okay. I don't really care. You know what maybe I'll do is I'll put some duct tape or something there just to seal that, maybe to keep any fumes or anything from coming inside. But yeah, let's see. I'll do that. That's fine. All right, so you can see there, I sealed all of this up with some duct tape, some of that silver tape, just to keep the fumes. I think there's a little more up here I could do, but I'm not so worried about that as I am the back here, because this is where the exhaust is. Actually, I need to keep going over here. As you can see, it's still cracked where that seam sealer peeled up. So let me keep going. But that's the gist of it. That's the idea, just to seal up from fumes. I'm starting to put the I can get this tape out of here. I'm starting to put the mechanism on. One thing I'm noticing is, for example, this little bracket sits pretty flush on the floor, but this one, as you can see, does not. So once I have it all together, I'll see if maybe I just need to put a spacer underneath there to compensate for that gap, because it could be that the floor might be lower or something like that. I'm not really sure, But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that just yet. So I'll leave it like that for now. I have it secured up here with these two screws here and these two here. So once I get it working, I'll see if I need to do anything with that. So I'm gonna leave this one. There's a bar that goes here, a bracket that goes here. I'll leave that one. This bracket right here goes here. I'll leave that one off, and I'll leave this one off until I figure out the exact location of where this is gonna go. Actually, I'm seeing here that this has an adjustment. If I loosen this little guy right here, that one, I can move this little bracket up and down. You see it has a slot there. So that's what I'm gonna do. But that comes later. Let me finish assembling here, and I'll worry about that when the time comes. So I'm having a little bit of an issue here with the alignment of the spoiler. So let's say, you see here, the gap is a lot smaller here. Here's a lot bigger. So it has some adjustment, and I can move that up a little bit. But then when I put the blade on there, this guy, although I'm not putting it on 100%, you can see that it doesn't line up. So I'll be at this for a little bit. I can see already. Trying to get this thing at least as straight as I can. And then I gotta go in there and push the little button and get it to go up and down, and let's see if I can get it to work. So that's where I'm at. I've been trying and trying and trying, and you can see I still have a gap here and I have no gap here. And when I put the white trim piece on here, it's even less. Watch, I'll show you. So you see? Look how it folds underneath there. So what I did was I took, for example, hold on one sec. Okay, so I measured, the bumper didn't get hit, right? So that's still straight. So I put this piece of wood here, and I measured, let's get it flat on there, okay. And I measured this gap. It's hard to do this with my hands. I need another set of hands. Okay, so you see here, I have about 2¼ inches between here and the piece of wood. And on this side, I have exactly 2 inches. Meaning that this side is still pushed in 1/4 inch more than this side, which would account for that. So, unfortunately, I need to take the car back to the body shop, and he needs to pull this out another 1/4 inch until the spoiler sits flush. Because otherwise, I mean, I thought about maybe drilling the 2 holes over here. Oh, not only that, but this side was higher. So what I did was I put a shim here, one of the shims, one of these guys here, which realistically you're only supposed to have one on the outside. So what I did is I put it on the inside to bring this ram down a little bit, you know, down by that much. And on this side, I put 2 washers up inside of there to bring it up. And I still need to bring it back a little bit. And I thought about maybe drilling out those holes there, maybe a little bigger, to give me a little more space to come back. And I may still do that. I really don't feel like taking, I talked to the guy, he's like, yeah, bring me the car back, but I really don't feel like taking the car back over there. I want to just be done with it, you know? So I might do that. I might just make these 2 holes a little bigger. That'll bring the whole assembly back a little bit, this whole thing. But not only will it bring it back, it'll also bring it down because it's at an angle. So, I don't know. I'll see what I do. It's frustrating. I've been at this all day, trying to get this damn spoiler to align, and it won't. And I think I've had just about enough. I think I got it about as good as it's gonna get. It's a little off here. You know, it could use to shift a little. I guess I could probably do that, but otherwise it's as good as it's gonna get. This gap here, it's like a smiley face. I don't get it, but that's the natural curve of it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the way it is. It's pretty level enough. So yeah, I don't feel like taking the car back over there. I really don't. So I might just leave it like that. I will have to. So what I did was the hole that. Well, let me get this guy off here. The hole, this one here, that screw that you see down in there. That's what it's got. Two of them, one here and one here. That's what attaches this piece to the two rams, the cylinders, I guess you could call it. What I did was I made this hole bigger on the underside there to give it more play, more adjustment, and I put 3 pretty thick washers under there also to bring it up. And I think that pretty much will do it. I might make this hole a little bigger just to give me that little extra, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch that I need to go that way, and that's it. Oh man, this thing has kicked my butt today. So let me do that. I've been at this all day. I'm kind of getting tired already. So let me do that and hopefully put this to rest. What do you think? Just leave it alone. It's still a little bit off here. I can see if I can find a way to get it that way, but otherwise, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I forgot to film this part. I got the bumper on. It did not go on without a fight, and I'll tell you why. This is a .2 bumper, 0304. The earlier Boxsters have that heat shield that you see right there that goes back here. And with that in place, it doesn't allow the bumper to slide in. So here you can kind of see the fitment irregularity, I guess you could call it. I don't know, but whatever. I'm gonna keep going. Get that bumper on, right, Piggy? Yeah. And let's see. So far, okay, but I don't know. It is what it is. Let me just continue. This has been a test of every bit of my patience. So this little strip here goes down in here and it holds basically the top lip of the bumper on. So on the .1 cars, the holes are here, where on the .2, they should be there, if you can see that. So now, when I put this on, I only put the middle screw. And then with the two ends kind of getting pushed up, when the middle gets squeezed down, it rubs against here and it makes all kind of clanking noises. So I'm going to drill there and there and hopefully be able to get this thing to stay put. And and then I got these little lips here. You see the holes? You see how they have that lip? So that's not going to work, because those lips are going to be sticking out. So what I might do, I'm just going to stick one of my handy dandy torque screws here that these cars all seem to love so much. One of these guys, one of these guys here that also have that little lip. I'll just stick it in there and call it a day. I'm done fighting. I've had enough of this car for one day. But the bumper's on. It looks pretty good. What can I tell you? Yeah, I got to get those bumperettes on. One of them is cracked, so I have to glue it together. But otherwise, I think I'm finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The spoiler still doesn't sit right. To the untrained eye, if I didn't show it to you, you might not notice, but eventually you would. But it doesn't really matter. It is what it is. It's going to stay like that. I'm going to drive it like that. And that's it. It's going to be a track car anyway. So who cares, right? Right. I've gotten as far as I'm going to get today with this car. The heat lately is just on the verge of unbearable. I'm getting used to it, I guess. Every year this happens. We've had fairly nice weather up until now, and just the past few weeks the heat has just been relentless. So I'll get used to it, but it just drains me and I'm tired. And this one too, look at this one over here. She's like, Dad, let's go, come on. So I made good progress with the car. As you can see, I got the bumper on, I got the bumperettes on, I got a piece of tape here because I had to put some epoxy here to glue it. It's just a crack there, so I'll take that off. I got the license plate thingy on. So I guess tomorrow I will get the car down. I have a mess over here. I have no more energy. I'm not dealing with this today. I'll deal with it tomorrow. But otherwise, I guess it's as good as it's gonna get, you know. You can see the gap here. It doesn't quite line up with the gap here. Maybe at some point in the future I'll mess with it some more, but for now it's just gonna have to stay like that. I need to get my BBS LMs down from up there. Those are gonna go on this car until I get the tires put on, the new tires put on the wheels, the original wheels. So that's that. Here, let me step out here. So that's gonna do it. At least the bumper's back on. The spoiler's quasi aligned. That's not perfect. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Maybe I just leave it. Again, I wasn't expecting perfection, so I'm not really too concerned about it. But the car is good to go. I need to do the front. I need to put the original battery back in the car, maybe even a little smaller battery. I have another racing battery, so I might put that before I put the strut bar in. I can't put all the plastics in place until I get the strut bar back in, so that's what's gonna happen. So I hope you enjoyed this very frustrating day with the Boxster. Frustrating for me, at least. Nothing went easy, but it got done, so that's the important thing. I think it looks okay. I'm not hating on it. I don't know if I showed you guys this before, but the spoiler is different. The bumper's from a .2 and the spoiler's a .1, so you can see the indentation, but whatever. It is what it is. So, as always, hit the like button. Why else would I do this, right? If you guys don't hit the like button, why do it? Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Leave me any questions, any comments, if you want to know anything about the car, this car, that car. More cars inside of there. I got the 964, which I still haven't messed with yet. I need to do some diagnosing on that car. But anyway, whatever. I'll eventually get to it, and I'm taking a trip next week. I'll be gone for a couple of weeks, so everything here is just gonna have to sit for a couple of weeks until I get back. So like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Girola964. Thank you for watching.